Hi, my name is Misha and I'm in the 6th grade. I've prepared a presentation on the basic anatomy and physiology of the digestive system. I hope you find this presentation useful. Now let's begin.
Let's start off with this question. What is the digestive system? The digestive system's main function is to break down food. By doing this, it provides us with vitamins, minerals, and energy to help our organs work, to help us do activities, to repair cells, and to maintain our body's temperature. The digestive system is also referred to as the gastrointestinal system. The organs involved with the digestive system are the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, the rectum, and the anus, the liver, the gallbladder, and the pancreas. What is the difference between the digestive tract and the digestive system? The digestive tract is the path where the food travels. The digestive system is all the organs needed in the process of digesting food. The difference between them both is that the digestive tract does not include the liver, the gallbladder, and the pancreas, even though the liver, the gallbladder, and the pancreas are all part of the digestive system. What happens in your mouth? Perhaps you were eating some cookies, maybe some donuts, or maybe even some ice cream. Well, it first starts in your mouth, where your teeth chew your food by breaking it down into smaller pieces. When you sense food, you stimulate your three salivary glands, your parotid gland, your submandibular gland, and your sublingual gland. The saliva has a digestive enzyme called salivary amylase, which breaks down complex carbohydrates into simpler sugars. When the food has been broken down, it is called a bolus, and is pushed down the back of your throat by the tongue. The tongue is also a sensory organ because it has papillae, or more commonly known as taste buds. This is your oral cavity. This is the gingiva. The gingiva is basically a biological name for your gums. This is your palate. There are two types of palates, your hard palate and your soft palate. Your hard palate is near your lips and your teeth. Your soft palate is near your pharynx. The end of your soft palate is called the uvula. This is your epiglottis. Your epiglottis is a flap of tissue that prevents your food from going into the windpipe. This is very, very, very important. What happens down your esophagus? The esophagus is a food pipe that connects the pharynx to the stomach. The food moves down your esophagus by a series of muscle contractions called peristalsis. The epiglottis is a flap of tissue that prevents food from getting into the trachea. This is peristalsis in action. You can see clearly that gravity definitely does not move your food down into your stomach. This picture shows a bolus going down and into your epiglottis. Into your stomach. Your stomach is a J-shaped organ that is filled with muscles. When the food goes out of the esophagus, it enters your stomach. It is mixed with digestive juices. The resulting mixture is called chyme. The digestion of protein helps. The digestion of protein starts in the stomach with the help of an enzyme called pepsin. Hydrochloric acid, or HCl, helps in dissolving food and killing bacteria. Into your small intestine. Your small intestine has three parts: your duodenum, your jejunum, and your ileum. Most of the digestion happens in the small intestine. The small intestine is a loopy organ that is 22 feet long when you stretch it out. The food is broken down into vitamins, minerals, fatty acids, and proteins. It is absorbed through villi into the blood to various organs. Villi are finger-like projections that line the walls of the small intestine and help in the absorption of food. Any undigested food will move into the large intestine. The fat starts getting dissolved in the small intestine. Into the duodenum. The duodenum is the first part of your small intestine. It is a C-shaped structure lying in between the stomach and the jejunum. After the food mixes with the gastric juices in the stomach, it moves on to the duodenum, where it is mixed with digestive juices released into the duodenum by the pancreas. Bile is also released from the gallbladder into the duodenum to help in the digestion of fat. The liver makes bile and it is stored in the gallbladder. Into the jejunum and the ileum. The jejunum and the ileum are the second and third parts of the small intestine. Their main function is the further absorption of nutrients through the villi. The ileum, which is the last part of the small intestine, is connected to the cecum of the large intestine through the ileocecal junction. The ileum invaginates into the cecum to form the ileocecal valve, which prevents the reflux of material back into the ileum. In the large intestine. The large intestine is also known as the colon. The large intestine consists of the cecum, the appendix, the ascending colon, the transverse colon, the descending colon, the sigmoid colon, the rectum, and the anus. No digestion happens in the large intestine. The appendix is located on the cecum. It is a vestigial organ. This means that it has no function. Functions of the large intestine. The function of the large intestine are the absorption of water and electrolytes, the formation of stool, the fermentation of some of the indigestible food matter by bacteria. The bacteria in the large intestine also synthesize the vitamin K, which plays a vital role in blood clotting. Into the large intestine. As you can see, there's a long ribbon-like structure going on the large intestine. This is called the taena coli. These little bumps are actually called the haustra. They're small sacs. So let's start off here. This is the cecum and this is the appendix. As you can see, this is the ileum that is connected to the cecum. This is the ascending colon. This is the hepatic flexure, because the liver would be right around here. This is the transverse colon. This is the splenic flexure, because the spleen would be right here. This is the descending colon, the sigmoid colon. The sigmoid flexure is the place where the descending colon and the sigmoid colon meet. The rectum and the anus are right below them. What is the difference between the large intestine versus the small intestine? The large intestine is 5 feet long and it absorbs water and nutrients. The small intestine is 22 feet long and it absorbs nutrients with the help of villi. No digestion occurs in the large intestine. Most of the digestion happens in the small intestine. The large intestine has a wider diameter than the small intestine, and the small intestine has more surface area than the large intestine. They are both part of the digestive system and the tract. The rectum stores and collects stool. The stool exits the body through the opening called the anus.
Welcome to the quiz. Feel free to pause this video whenever you wish. Question 1. Is the pancreas part of the digestive tract, system, or both? The answer is the pancreas is part of the digestive system. Question 2. Does the salivary enzymes break down fat, carbohydrates, or protein? The salivary enzymes break down carbohydrates. Question 3. What is the flap of tissue that prevents food from getting into your trachea? The answer is that it's called the epiglottis. Question 4. Which enzyme helps with the digestion of protein in the stomach? The answer is pepsin. Question 5. What are the 3 parts of the small intestine? The duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. Question 6. What is the digestive juice that is released from the gallbladder to help dissolve fat in the duodenum? The answer is bile. Question 7. What is the ileocecal junction? The place where the ileum and the cecum meet. Question 8. What is a vestigial organ? An organ that has no function, like the appendix. Question 9. How much digestion happens in the large intestine? No digestion happens in the large intestine. Question 10. What is the tyanicoli? A long ribbon-like structure on the outside of the large intestine. Question 11. Does the small intestine have a larger surface area than the large intestine? Yes. Question 12. What is the rectum's function? To store solid waste. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please go down below and hit the red button to subscribe. Hope to see you in my next video.